I welcome you all to Edo class and to our Edo poetry. Edo poetry involving Edo history and Edo common identity. All right, this is the second verse. We dealt with the first verse the other day. Verse 2. Igodo migodo Benin City. What is that? Igodo migodo was the first name of Benin City. Benin City, what we now know as Benin City, was first called Igodo migodo. It got that name from Ogiso, the first king. Ogiso, the first king, his name was Igodo. He was the first king that came from the sky. And he gave the name to Benin, Igodo migodo, to Edo, the city where he stayed. It was later changed to Benin City, much later in the Christian era. We will come to that later on in this book. All right. Igodo migodo, later called Benin City, encircled by the great walls of Benin, the historical monument of Benin. We all know the walls of Benin. If you don't know it, you go to Sopomba Road, beyond the Ministry of Works. You will see on the right-hand side or the left-hand side the Benin City walls. You will see a signboard there, Benin City walls, protected under section so of the Benin City Ordinance. Benin City walls was the wall dug around the city of Benin, Igodo migodo, in ancient times. We have another story we can relate to that. But we say here, this wall encircled the Igodo migodo. It's a historical monument because there is a history behind the wall. And this history, this wall is second to the wall of China. If you go to Wikipedia, you will hear about the wall of China. Very popular, wall of China, wall of China. This one is the same thing for Benin City. Even though it's second to the wall of China, the Benin City wall is 4 times longer than the wall of China. Hallelujah. 4 times longer than the wall of China, the Benin City walls. All right, now we come to define properly the extent of Benin City and an Edo or Igodo migodo. From Wuse to Ogbese and Udo beyond Ovia River. Wuse is the city after Benin City, you're going on Siloko Road. You will come to Wuse, is now within the city limits. From there you go to Ogbese, which is supposed to be the last village in Ovia local government area in those days. Then Udo was the last village in Benin district, Benin district in those days. All of these are beyond Ovia River. Uroposa to Eho, Uronigbe to Uromi, onto Auchi and Ibilo beyond Irua. This is detailed definition of the land of Igodo migodo in those days. Uroposa was nearer Benin. It's a very historical city in those days. To Eho. From Eho, you go to Roligbe. Roligbe is on the SN5, you're going toward the Cap. And then to Uromi, going toward Esa. Then you come to Auchi, after you pass Esa, come to Auchi, and go further to Ibilo, far away in the Edo North, beyond Irua. From Oka is on Sopomba Road, at the edge of Benin City, Then you go to Sokbomba, is beyond, is a district beyond, and then to Evokabwa is in Yokorium. Evokabwa. Then also Ugo, there's Ugo City, a village, big village, where there was a big market in those days. Then to Ogo used to be the farthest town in Yokorium. Then you go to Obagedumwame. You go beyond Ugo, you will come to a desert land. And from a desert land, you come to Obage. Obage is the very last village of the Edo villages in those days. Beyond Obage, you have the Ethiop River. You have the river. I think that's the same thing as the Benin River. Okay. So Obage is also a Benin land. Now come down. Now we are coming back to moving toward Asa. Then you come to Igueben, just very close to Benin villages. Then Wohimi, and then Ososo, then to Agonabode. Agonabode is way far into the Edo North. The name Agonabode means the hut of the way watchers, the watchers of the road. When our forefathers went to war in Ida, in Kwara State in those days, it wasn't Kwara State though, in those days, but when they went to war, they left some of the watchers, they would let some soldiers in that spot to be watching the way at Agonabode is the hut. It's a small camp for those who watch the way. They were watching the way to see if the enemies are coming. And it became a village. Now you hear people call it Agonabode. Okay, but the real name is Agonabode, or people who watch the way. So that's another city that came out of a camp made for those who watch the way. The other city we saw the other day is Lagos. Eko was a camp where the soldiers who went with the Obas, they stayed to replenish, to cook their food, and to sleep and rest. And Eko became a city we call Lagos nowadays. Now we go to Onwa, beyond Edo North, Onwa, Agbede, Afuze. They're too near to forget, because they are Edo land. Edo Kingdom touched Ida, yes. It touched Kwara, yes. It touched Jeba, yes. So it doesn't stop in Agonabode or Afuze, no. It touched all of these kingdoms, which nowadays belong to other states. Then, each prince, watch this. Each prince, the prince of Migodo, Ekaladeran, that's the real name, Ekaladeran. Kaladera, no yogi, so Kaladera, when he was banished, he settled at Uhe. There he revealed himself, the son of the Sky King Ogiso, who is the son of Owodo. Who is Ogiso Owodo? A descendant of the ethereal royal line of Ogiso Igodo. Thus, Uhe became Ilefe Idoduwa of Ogiso Owodo. Big explanation. We are told that the prince of Igodo, the prince is, of course, the son of a king. The prince. All right. His name was Ekaladeran. He was banished. Banished means he was sent out of the kingdom, according to the oracles of the forefathers. When he was sent out, the people who sent him out, they allowed him to settle down in the wilderness. And he settled at the village called Uhe. And there he met the people there, the few people there. He revealed himself. He told them the story that he was the son of the Sky King, Ogiso Owodo, Ogiso, the Sky King Owodo. His father's name was Owodo, was the last of the 31 kings of the Ogiso dynasty. You get it? All right. He revealed himself. So the people came and they adored him. They knelt down. They saluted him. He told them it was of the Eteri royal line of his father, Ogiso Igodo. Igodo is the first Ogiso, the first king. So he told them the story. He was of that line. And his father, her forefathers, they came from the skies. All right. So who had the village became Ile-Ife Idodowa. Ile-Ife, he named it Ile-Ife, I have escaped. I have escaped. You know, he was supposed to have been sacrificed, right? Okay, so he escaped. So he said, Ile-Ife, I have escaped. Idodowa, I have stumbled onto prosperity. I have stumbled onto prosperity. Idodowa. Now, get this very, very clear. Because he was of the line of Owodo, the Ogiso Owodo. Because he left home, his father Owodo became the last Ogiso. The Edo people had to appoint a regent. They had to appoint somebody, one of the big chiefs, to take care of the palace issues, palace matters. So he told them he belonged unto his father Owodo. And then the story of his forefathers coming from the sky and Idodowa. Today you will hear our Yoruba brethren, they talk about Ile-Ife, they talk about Ododuwa. The real word is Idoduwa. It was corrupted to Oduduwa. And our brethren, our Yoruba brethren, will explain to you that Oduduwa came from the sky. Wonderful. And that is a fact. Because a Kaladera told them that story, that his father came from the sky. Ogiso. That is why they say he came from the sky. This is a salient fact in Benin history up to tomorrow. By the grace of God, another day, I will call some Medo historians and we will discuss this so you could get down to the roots of the facts. But for today, it's a good history of Edo common identity. Thank you very much.